Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, again, welcome. My name is Nancy and I'm on the WW Personal Points program. My 0 point foods are eggs, turkey, chicken, seafood, beans, popcorn, and fruits and vegetables. So welcome back to the channel. I have a grocery haul for you all today. You know, I'm still working from home, so when I can, I always take advantage of Instacart. So I ordered today from Kroger and from Sprouts, and I'd like to show you what I picked up. You ready? Let's go! I say picked up, but I didn't pick up anything. In fact, it was delivered. And you know, today I split my order between Kroger and Sprouts because sometimes you can find stuff at Sprouts that you can't find at Ralph's and vice versa. I love the produce over at Sprouts. They really do have tons of things. You know, Sprouts is almost geared towards a healthier lifestyle in terms of vegetables and vitamins and those kinds of things. So I really love that grocery store. So speaking of veggies, let's start with produce, shall we? One of my favorite things to pick up at Sprouts, believe it or not, are actually sprouts. I love bean sprouts, you know. I love to stir fry things, and bean sprouts, if you cook them just kind of slightly, they still have this crunch to them. And you know, they take on whatever seasoning you cook with, but that crunch factor, it almost tastes like a noodle. So I love bean sprouts. These say mung bean sprouts, and of course they're 0 points and just, you know, such a good vitamin C way. You know, good way to get your vitamin C are through these bean sprouts. So I got some of those. I also picked up from Sprouts a bag of spinach. You know, this is a really good size of spinach. I love it when it's individually packaged and cleaned already. I can add these to my salads, or of course I could steam them and have them for dinner. Just tons of things you could do with your bagged salads when they're already washed, you know. I love butternut squash. I say this all the time. I use butternut squash, or any squash really, spaghetti squash, kombucha squash. I use it in place of a starch for dinner. So oftentimes I'll have my piece of protein, so chicken or fish or beef, and I'll have a green, so like that spinach or broccoli. Instead of rice or potato, I'll have a squash because it just kind of feels like a potato or something substantial and hearty like a starch to me. So I picked up the organic frozen butternut squash over at Sprouts. This squash is already kind of cubed for you. I throw it in my air fryer. I spray it with a little oil spray, a few seasonings, and there you go. It comes out in about 6 to 7 minutes, and it's a great little side. So another great thing about Sprouts is that they have tons of organic produce at pretty good prices. Okay, I always pick up a bag salad. I love the Taylor Farm salad. I didn't pick one of those up this week, but I did get from Sprouts a sweet butter blend. So look at that. You know, don't you love experimenting with different kinds of greens for your salads? The textures and the taste are all kind of subtle, or sometimes they are very distinct, you know, like a kale. But I love trying different greens for salads. And so sweet butter lettuce is definitely a texture thing. I love that. So it's butter lettuce and red leaf lettuce. And so I picked up a bag of that. Let's see, what else do I have here in produce? All right, from Sprouts, I picked up a bag of heirloom carrots. So look at these cute little carrots. So, you know, tons of things you could do with these carrots. I love that they look fancy and little and petite. You know, you could glaze these carrots with something like a balsamic vinegar, or you could just simply steam them with a little salt and pepper and add them to your dinner plate. Really, really nice. And I love that they're multicolored, so you have that violet, the yellow and the orange carrots. So I picked those up as well. You know, I add green onion to everything. So I add them to my salads, to my wraps, sometimes just as a garnish to dinner. So I picked up some green onion. And I also, from Ralph's or my Kroger, I picked up these petite medley of snacking tomatoes. So just little tomatoes. And of course, you know, you could add those to your salads and your wraps as well. Okay, I think that's it for produce. I do have one canned produce item, and that is olives, black olives. I have a recipe that I need to use a few olives on. They're not my favorite. My husband loves olives, but I'm not a big olive fan. But so I got a small little can of these for my recipe. Okay, let's move on. Okay, for dairy this week, I picked up some 2% milk from Sprouts. My husband drinks the 2% milk. You know, I like milk, but I don't drink it very often because I don't like to trade off my points for milk. So I'm going to have to get my calcium another way. I also picked up some fat-free half and half. So I add fat-free half and half to my coffee in the morning. It is such a creamy milk, you know, additive to your coffee, instead of like the powdered creamers or those very high in calorie or point flavored creamers. You could get 3 tablespoons of this fat-free half and half for 1 point. And again, it makes your coffee really creamy. So if you haven't considered fat-free half and half, you should. Okay, now I was on Connect recently, and I posted some Yasso bars that I picked up, the sea salt caramel. And someone on Connect named Tina said that I should try the chocolate chip cookie dough. I couldn't find the chocolate chip cookie dough, but I did find the cookies and cream. So I can't wait to try these, 5 points a piece. You know, that sea salt caramel bar was so good from Yasso, so I can't wait to try this one. And again, cookies and cream, 5 points. These are good size, you know. So if you see them, I really suggest that you pick them up. Okay, now I love the Extreme Wellness Olay wraps. I was out of these, so I picked up another pack. You know, lots of people get really creative with these. They make burritos and tacos. I generally just include it in either a breakfast burrito with some eggs and bacon, or my turkey wraps in the afternoon. So I love those Olay wraps. Okay, speaking of a bacon and egg or breakfast burrito, in my protein selection this week, I picked up the all-natural Jones chicken sausage. So I like the turkey sausages from Jones, and so this time I thought I would try the chicken. And you can get 4 of these sausages for 2 points. They are really good in size, so you know, you could add it to, again, your something like your breakfast burrito, or just with your eggs and toast in the morning. So there are 10 sausage links that come in this package. So again, 4 of those for 2 points from the Jones brand. And again, they also have a good turkey one that I like. Okay, this week Sprouts had on sale an 18 pack of eggs. You know, I eat eggs quite a bit. If you are on WW, you probably do too, because of course there's 0 points if you chose them as a 0-point food. But I love egg salad in the morning sometimes for breakfast instead of like a fried egg or a scrambled egg. I will cook sometimes with an egg, so it's nice to get an 18 pack, and they were only $3.49 for the 18 pack, so I thought that was a good deal. Okay, continuing on in my protein selections this week, I picked up some chicken party wings. I love these things. You know, believe it or not, we've been having a hard time finding chicken wings in our grocery stores, and Sprouts had these, and they weren't priced too badly at $5.99 a pound. And you know, they're organic party wings, and you know, I just throw them in the air fryer and add a low point sauce to them, and it really kind of does, you know, satisfy my craving for a fried chicken wing. So I love the party wings. And of course, you know, protein, the points on the protein vary, right? So always weigh your food on WW. Whenever I'm up in my weight, I know it's because I'm not weighing my food. So I have to like go back to basics and start weighing my food. So it's really important. I just got back from a vacation. I'm up a little bit. So this week in particular, and the next couple of weeks, I'm going to focus on weighing my proteins just to make sure, and also measuring my fats. So always weigh your protein so that you get your accurate points. Okay, speaking of chicken, I picked up a whole chicken from Foster Farms. You know, these are something nice to cook early in the week because you could do so many things later in the week. I will often make a whole chicken and then use the leftovers for something like an enchilada, shred the chicken and make some enchiladas or chicken soup. So whenever I can, I always make a whole chicken. Okay, lastly, I picked up some turkey pepperoni. I love turkey pepperoni because it tastes so much like the real thing, especially this Hormel brand. I really love it. You can get 17 pepperonis for 2 points. That's a good deal, right? 17, and they're pretty good size pepperoni. 17 for 2 points, you can't beat that. Okay, I also picked up a little vegetable oil. You know, can never have too much of that. And then lastly, one of my favorite things ever, the zero sugar Dr. Pepper cream soda. Oh, this is such a treat. You know, if you have a little bit of light vanilla ice cream and add that cream soda to it, you have you a delicious ice cream float. So that's it for my grocery haul. And again, I picked these up. Well, I didn't pick them up, but I ordered them from Instacart, and I split the order between Kroger and Sprouts. So I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We would love to have you around here. If you have any questions about this order from Instacart today, leave it in the comments. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you then, okay? Take care. Bye.